So of course, Hillary Clinton also blames Russia. So voter fraud and Russia are who we're supposed to believe impacted the outcome of the 2016 election. But again, Hillary's allowed to delegitimize an election. But if a Republican whispers about round-the-clock drop boxes or universal mail-in voting or vote harvesting, ballot harvesting, or degradation of signature verification, my goodness, we have to be silenced on big tech. Not Hillary Clinton. Luce writes, it seems like a good moment to ask Clinton about Russia's leader, whom she once quipped had no soul. Though Clinton talks about today's situation in Ukraine, she keeps referring back to Putin's role in the 2016 election, which she believes was in revenge for a statement she had made as Secretary of State in 2012 in support of the pro-democracy protests against his return to Russia's presidency. Oh, so she brings everything back to why she thinks it wasn't her fault for not campaigning properly and for being a terrible person that turned off her voters. This is the one element of truth. And this is actually what got me. This is why we're talking about this interview. This is why it's a worthwhile interview, even though it's kind of funny and kind of disgusting, not that informative. This comment, Luce writes, I cannot allow the lunch, she's interviewing over lunch, to end without questioning the direction of her party. I say the Democrats seem to be going out of their way to lose elections by elevating activist causes, notably the transgender debate, which are relevant only to a small minority. What sense does it make to depict J.K. Rowling as a fascist? To my surprise, he writes, Clinton shares the premise of my question. Quote, we're standing on the precipice of losing our democracy, and everything that everybody else cares about then goes out the window, she says. Look, the most important thing is to win the next election. The alternative is so frightening that whatever does not help you win should not be a priority. My goodness. My goodness, she actually agrees with the premise that the transgender debate that the Democrats are so obsessed with right now, this cause, this transing of Americans' children, she doesn't think that they should be prioritizing this. This is actually, accidentally or not, whether her reasons are the correct reasons or whether they're for a different motive here, she's actually correct. I mean, this is the go woke, go broke premise. We saw this just this past week when the Toy Story movie came out, Lightyear, that Tim Allen, because he's conservative, was fired from. He was replaced with this radical leftist, Chris Evans, and it includes a lesbian kiss that was originally not going to be aired, but then when Disney got into beef with DeSantis in Florida about their queer agenda that they admitted they were inserting into children's programming, Disney decided to put this lesbian kiss back in. This is obviously a turnoff to a lot of consumers, maybe half the country, maybe more, who were at least consumers of Disney programming. And this idea that if you go woke, you go broke, if you're not selling things that your consumers want, if you're selling your ideology, you're forcing your ideology on people, that it's not good for business. And that's accurate in this case.